welcome to Find You Fridays. It's me, Lorene Hughes. Hello. Wow, what a full and exciting day have I had today. And I see Christina's already here with us. Hello, Christine, from across the big pond, the big pond of life, coming to you from the future. It's a bit twisted when we start thinking about that, isn't it? So, hello, my dear. I hope that you've had an absolutely brillianto week and that you are allowing yourself the space and time to enjoy your Friday coming into the weekend. I look forward to seeing how things are going for you all. Alrighty. Lucky you excited, but yes, it was an exciting day today, and I have had 3 online sessions today, so I am flying with these incredible people who we have smashed a whole bunch of blocks and stuff around business and money and family stuff, and it's just been an absolutely amazing day, sending out big huge sparkles of firework healing energy through everybody's lifetimes, dimensions, realities and non-realities. So it has been an absolutely incredible day. And how did I get so lucky to have that on my, last Friday of my holidays for this round? And I wonder what else is possible today. Hi, Melinda. Hi. So my holiday week has been a very interesting week. I have gotten to spend some time with a good friend of mine. We went shopping up in Parafield, up at all of the what do they call them, the factory outlet stores. So that was fun. Just having a bit of a wander around and having brunch, I guess you could say, or lunch, I think it was more so. Very nice coffee over there, and then it was home, and just been chilling out with Alex heaps, and it's been a really full, wonderful day. Yesterday I got to and really smashed out lots of the little funny creative jobs and things that I wish to have done for myself. One of them being, I have this room divider that I have had for a long time, converted at ages to my jewelry holder, but it's just had a little bit of an upgrade and I'm loving it. I've got lots of little cup hooks, or the circle parts of the cup hooks, and they are now doing a great job of holding my bracelets and my long necklaces and things like that. And there was some more there that I used for other earrings and things that maybe don't have proper hooks and things like that. Hi Taylor, how are you? I thought you might. So yeah, I just I've had a really good week off. Actually, I've really enjoyed my week off. Got the next 2 days off as well. I'm not doing any sessions over the next 2 days, so I can finish knocking off the last few things of my creative list, including my dream catcher is on that list. And on Sunday I am going to a sound bath up in Birdwood with my beautiful friend. She is facilitating that, Leanne Forrester. So she's from Sparkling Lotus Healing, and I'm really looking forward to catching up with her again, because last time I went, I had to rush off really quickly to get to pick up a barbecue from good old Facebook freebies Buy Nothing page. So yeah. And funnily enough, that barbecue is on the list to get a clean this weekend. So love it. Righty ho. So there's lots of things, lots and lots of things that have been going on. I picked up a new footstool, and I got some embossing powders so that I can actually, because I've learned how to emboss on cards when I go to my craft class on every second Thursday, but I've never actually gone to the trouble of going and actually buying the product for myself. So I've done that, gave myself a little birthday treat, and bought some new craft tools for me to play with, because I really like what happens when you do embossing. You can do some really pretty lettering and stuff like that just makes it look mwah. So yeah, so super cool. And what else? Gosh, I've done so many things. I've done lots and lots on my cross stitch. I am so excited because I'm like, okay, I just wish to finish this little panel here on my pattern, and then I'll move on to the next one. And I'm very, very close to finishing off a full, I guess, eighth. It's more than an eighth because I've done most of the other half of that side too, but so exciting. How was your trip to Melbourne, Taylor? I remember you went down that way the last time we spoke. So how was your trip? So with all of the lovely energies we've had going on tonight for our tea, we have Peace from Pukati, and it's got it's kind of like just a chillin', calming kind of ashwagandha root and all of that sort of stuff in there. Hi Anna, I'm doing really well, thank you, and I'm sure everybody else is doing their thing. So certainly in our household, things like the third eye, the throat, and the sacral chakra definitely cropped up for us this week. So that was last week's weekly reading. And I'm curious to see what pops up for us this time, as in us in the collective. So it's always interesting to see what is what bubbles forth, you know. Alrighty, so let us get into our full weekly reading. I love that they're on your Friday morning. That's so fun. It's my Friday evening, so yeah, it's a lovely way for me to end my week. And I love it that it's sort of like the start of your weekend as well, Anna. That's so cool. Taylor, Melbs was amazing. The city life hectic. Haha. Stayed in a chapel for a couple of nights, which was fun. Oh, wow. That would have been super interesting. Funnily enough, I was just talking with Alex about my beautiful soul sister's birthday, which is on April 25th. Now, for those of you who are not in Australia or New Zealand, that won't mean anything to you. But to my beautiful friends in Australia and New Zealand, you know that that's Anzac Day. And I just said to Alex, you know, Anzac Day for me is like Halloween. And he goes, "Huh? What do you mean by that?" And I said, it's the one day of the year when all of the old souls that have gone, that are in the spirit realm, get acknowledged. And so for me, Anzac Day brings up and brings forth a lot of those beautiful old souls that were killed and stuff in war, and they all come forth. So if you're not aware of that, it can feel very thick and overwhelming, and like you just want to hide in your home and, you know, that sort of thing. So I've done a couple of dawn services, and wow. I haven't done any dawn services since I have been very much on my spiritual path, and I know why. It's because, dude, I don't need to see all the dead dudes. So yeah, and for me, Halloween is very much the same. It's like it's an acknowledgement of our ancestors past, and also obviously there's the ancestral, like the celebration of the different times of year and that sort of thing. But yeah, the Day of the Dead, all of that sort of stuff. I don't think I want to go to New Orleans around that time either. Oh, dearie me. So yes, for those of you beautifully aware ones, the ones who can see and feel ancestral spirit, watch out. And also and also be aware, because it's the day after the full moon, so it's in the full moon shadow this time, and that of course makes people, full moons and new moons make people go a little bit cuckoo. So that can added to all the extra little spirits coming up to say hello. Oh, yay. I think I'm going to stay at home. I'm grateful that we have the day off on Thursday, put it that way. Yeah. Dawn services, eh, Melinda? All right. So let's have a look at our weekly reading for this week to come, from the 20th to the 26th of April, including that lovely full moon on the 24th. Yay! How can we best work with these energies? Oh, now when's that eclipse coming up? Can somebody Google that one for me, please? Because I think that's either this week or next week. I have an inkling it's the 28th. But it could even be around the 24th, the next eclipse, being that it's a full moon on the 24th. Because if that's the case, goodness gracious, we're going to have all of those energies playing a part too. Because I remember that we had 2 this month. Gotta love those eclipses. So the 20th through to the 26th. See how we go for the collective. Thank you, Anna. I think for other countries it would be like in the UK, probably you guys do Remembrance Day and things like that, you know, the 11th of the 11th. We sort of acknowledge Remembrance Day, but we don't get a public holiday or anything like that for it. Oh, well, what do you know? So the very, very first card to come out for the week to come. So these are in no particular order, it seems, but they are wishing for us to have these moments. So don't be surprised if your loved ones who have passed over decide to make a bit of an appearance. Yeah, I thought so. 23rd. Thank you, love. Decide to make a bit of an appearance this week. and they might show up for you in all sorts of ways, with the feathers or playing with the electricity or the radio waves, or you may just feel them as a cool brush against your cheek, or a strange wind comes out of nowhere, or there's all sorts of many, many ways that our loved ones show us when they're around. We've got hello from heaven. So there we go. They are going to use this time when obviously there's a lot of energy coming up. There's the eclipse on the 23rd, there's a full moon, and then we've got Anzac Day. They're all, there's no mistaking those things all coming together at the same time for you to acknowledge your, the lamp on the side of your bed flickering. Yep. They'll do that. They'll do weird and wacky things just so that you know that they're there. So you can ask who it is and just feel into which one it is for you if you're not yet up to your clear cognizance, or your clear audience, sorry, not cognizance, audience. Prioritize. We've got focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. So if you are feeling a bit like I was at the start of the week, going, I just want to sink into my phone and I don't want to do anything, and I've got this massive list of stuff that is sitting over here in the ethers to get onto, but it's almost so overwhelming because I haven't written it down yet, and it is just bugging me and bothering me. But I'm not, and I'm just going to go and sit in YouTube and Netflix and do anything but that. I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to go to sleep for 10 hours. If that sounds like you, I highly recommend writing a list, and write your list, and then especially put a couple of things on that list that you've already done. So one of the things that I do every single morning, pretty much, I'll give myself some leeway. I'll say 99.999% of the time. There might be the occasional day, once in 100, where I miss it. But I do my good morning body process for my body, and then I will get up and I will go and drink water. I drink a full liter of water. So on my list, if I'm feeling really crappy about what I have not done yet, I will write those things in there, and then the rest of the list, and then I'll tick them off. And it's like, yep, I've already done my morning meditation and I've already drunk my water, my first liter of water today. Freaking awesome. How awesome am I? And you even put stuff like have a shower, if that's something you haven't done for a couple of days because it's winter. Put that on your list and then check it off once you've done, and you can break your shower down into 2 little things if you want. If you want to just keep it more loose and caboosey, then do that too. But ticking stuff off of a list is awesome. The next best thing about that one is you can celebrate the things you ticked off and don't worry about the stuff that you haven't. Put it onto the next list for the next day. And don't judge yourself for the things you haven't got done yet. Okay? You file it in the dustbin, eh? The next card that we have for this week to come. So yes, prioritize, write yourselves a list and start ticking stuff off. All right. The next one is clear cognizance, which is pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. I'm also getting a sense with that one, it actually links up with this one too, with hello from heaven. So being aware of the signs and symbols, the thoughts and the messages that are coming through from your ancestors that are coming back up through to say, hello, hi, we're here to support you, give you a little bit of a boost. How can we help? Because that's the other thing that they do. They don't just pop in and go, do you remember me? I was your grandparent 15 generations ago. Like, don't do that. What they do is come in to check on where things are at. So it's certainly an interesting time. it's an interesting time. And with all of these other eclipse energies, full moon energies, all of that, that's all bubbling up in as well. We have passion. So trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So this week, do not at all be surprised if you end up, I'm getting the sense this is after Wednesday, maybe Thursday, Friday, somewhere around there, you might get a sense of like a real big bubbling up of an idea that you can implement into your business or a creation, something that's been sort of bothering you for a little while. It's like there's something that'll just plop forward and it'll go, so this one has already popped through for me today. There was a moment in the shower where I went, that'll make my online sessions even easier for me. So all it required is a little bit of background stuff from me, some prep and a bit of video work and stuff. And then it's like, yay, I can do that. So don't be surprised if those sorts of things are starting to come through this week, and things that maybe passions or interests that you haven't thought about for a while start popping through and asking for you to spend more time on them. Okay. So after all of that, and obviously there's some really beautiful energies coming up around the full moon, and it's giving you a little bit of a push to go enjoy yourself. You know, life isn't always bad, and you can actually enjoy your passions and have some fun. We're also going to be bringing you some peace. So after all of the last, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or even the last 4 months of like really hardcore clearing and energy work and upgrades and just so much stuff going on for us all, finally some peace is going to be coming our way. Thank goodness for that, because you know what, it has been one hell of a few months for all of us in some way, shape or form. There's been many bio upgrades. There's been so much. Quite possibly, Anna. Quite possibly. Go have fun picking up your son. So yeah, it just depends on how the paid readings go, but more than likely. Okay. So yeah, some peacefulness today, this month, this week. But I'm getting a sense it's more towards the end of the week. We'll start to feel it, just like, and there'll be a moment of relaxing coming in. So yay, this is looking like a much easier, nicer week to come. All right. Let's have a look at our yummy cards. So the yummy card's talking about guidance. So I wonder, yes, that's those two cards coming in again. And also that's the overarching theme with the passion as well. So along with being aware of all of the things that are coming up over this next week, what guidance can your team bring you? Your ancestors, if you like, what guidance can you have from them that will assist you in this week ahead with your love life, with your career, with your money flows, all the things, all the things. All right. And that's it. That's it. I'm done. No, just kidding. You know I'll keep yabbering on. I will. Jibber jabber me. It's funny. We've got, that was the other thing. So on Monday, I ended up, and some of you will have seen this up on my Facebook posts, I had an absolutely amazing energy harmonizing session with Margaret Saunders. And it was really interesting because we tackled an area of my life which many people find difficult to see that is there, but it is. And it has been in a greater sense in the years past. Now we're in a much easier time with it. And that is the energy of anger and the emotion of anger. So back, oh gosh, how many years ago would it be now? I think it was maybe around 2018, perhaps. So that's a few years ago now. I was at the Whole Life Festival, and I had a stall on my own, which had, hi Peter, that had magically come to me, and for a much, much reduced price. And I was feeling really, really high and high vibing and just loving to be there. And I'd run a couple of sessions already. It was a 2-day show, and the position of me was perfect. I was on a back wall. I was not in the thick of it. And I was just really, really loving being there and doing my thing and doing the business and all that sort of stuff. There was this I had a bit of a quiet patch, and there was this gentleman that came along, and I said to him, oh, look, I've got a bit of time before my next session, and would you like to just have a little taster? And possibly Peter. And he said to me, well, yes, I'm happy to do that, but only if you'll receive some of my gifts too. And I was like, okay, what do you do? And he goes, I can identify people's emotional blocks by how they walk. And I said to myself, oh, wow, that's really interesting. I wonder what that's going to show up. Knowing that I felt really, really bright and happy. So he sat down and I did a quick session on him. And then he got up and he said, okay, now walk over that way and to where those stalls are, and then walk back. And I was like, okay. So I did. And I was just like, bobbling along. And I got back to him and he said straight away, so how angry are you with your mother? And I went, what? How did you know? Because I don't think I had even really truly acknowledged the anger with my mother at that stage. So that was like a real pivotal moment for me of acknowledgement of this underlying anger that was sitting there in the bottoms of my belly. You know, I grew up in a time where you didn't speak unless spoken to. I was the eldest, so I had to take care of my family. I had to take care of my mum after mum and dad split up, because it was my responsibility to take care of everyone, which meant I had to grow up really quick. And while there's a lot of attributes and aspects of that, which I'm incredibly grateful for, it gave me a resilience and a tenacity and an independence and all of that sort of stuff. But the thing that I missed the most was the loving and the nurturing. And as a result, I had still, in some regards, a void in my life of hearing the words, I love you, and feeling that love and affection of my body, hugs and things like that are really, really important to me and mean a lot when people do them without any strings attached. And so for me, that definitely comes through from how I grew up. So there's been this underlying thing of anger. And so from that point onwards, I grew up, I processed a lot. And I reached a point around the time when I was doing my diploma of holistic counselling where I actually got to a place where I was incredibly grateful and in intense gratitude for and with my mum. I won't go into that story. That's a story for another day, but it was huge at the time. And I'm in very much a place of peacefulness around how I feel about my mum. Anger, however, is a part of our emotions. It is a part of what pops up from time to time. And for me, it was sitting there and coming up in different kinds of ways. And when I really sat back and looked at it, any frustration, any irritations, any just feeling angry because there's things that I feel I have to apologize for that were not my fault, but because I am involved in a wider organization, it feels like it's my responsibility to make sure, because I'm the person who the clients are seeing, that they actually receive the amount of customer support and nurturing. The support and nurturing is adequate and for what is required for that person, because those are the things that are really important to me. And so if I find I'm working, say, with people who are not doing customer service to an appropriate standard, or to an honoring standard, or their work ethic is not to an honoring standard, it makes me angry. It shows up as being irritated and a little bit like snippy and stuff like that. But underneath it all, it's anger. It's just sitting there, bruise, right? There's stuff around clutter and stuff like that. It drives me bonkers. At the end of the day, it's frustration, but it's anger. It sits there as anger. And it affects my body. It affects my sleep. It makes me put on weight. It affects my relationships with other people. It's just so subtle, but at the same time, so potent. And when I've been angry in the past and it's been more forthcoming, like right at the front of everything, it makes me do things really quick. Like, it's a really fantastic way to NOS boost my actions, like, man, I get the whole house clean in half the time or whatever it might be. So that is very much. Hi Julie, and thank you, Beta. Thank you. Christine, I didn't know you were in the time and era that you can't voice your true feelings. Yeah, voicing feelings were a sign of weakness in my time as well. Yeah. My parents, bless their sweet cotton socks, they're not very old parents in relation to me, but we all, like, they grew up in a very rural sense, and so you respected your elders. You didn't speak unless spoken to. You didn't speak out of turn, that sort of thing. It was very much still instilled in them, because they weren't that old when they had me. So yeah, it was, I didn't really comprehend just how restrictive that was on me and having my voice seen and heard. Like, there is no way in hell I could have done anything like this before I started doing my work, my spiritual work, and doing all of my healing. It was huge. Rage cleaning can be so liberating. Yes, it can be. Very cathartic. It's not necessarily recommended that you do rage cleaning and decluttering, because you might just throw out some things that you actually like. So yeah, it was a beautiful session, and we created a lot of space for me around the things that were irritating me, and especially things around where I'm taking responsibility for other people's actions, behaviors, etc., that are actually nothing to do with me. But I feel it in my heart, so it's like letting all of that off of me and coming up with different and creative solutions around being seen and heard, maybe communicating those messages in a different way so that then the person receiving them isn't in resistance and reaction to them. There's a lot of things that have opened up because of that session with Margaret. So she's now replied to everybody who has popped into that post that I put up, and is going to offer them free sessions as well. So how did all those people get so lucky? Definitely recommend it. And for me, I felt a real difference in this week in how I've perceived certain things here at home, and my levels of allowance have expanded, have gone beyond anything exponentially. So as you know, I speak a lot about allowance, and that is something that has increased this week. So I sort of started my week with a beautiful healing session, and I'm going to end it with another absolutely gorgeous healing session up at Blackwood. So I'm really looking forward to that. Melinda, yeah, I hear you, love. I hear you. All right, before I go any further, because I nearly forgot to grab it. Well, technically I did forget, but it's over there, so it's all good. Just grabbing the old pendulum out should I require it. Melinda, my love, can you please put your question into the chat, please, now that I've finished yabbering about my beautiful healing session? And this is the thing with working, and I was talking about this with, I can't remember who this week, about healers. There are, I've never worked with Margaret before. Margaret's never worked with me. Hi, Kim. Yeah, I know. I'm so excited. I was like, I was feeling a little bit bad that I hadn't been down to see you. And then I was like, but I'm going to see them Monday. Yay! So we'll get our cup of tea. Or coffee. I don't care which, to be fair. I'm so happy that you popped in, Kim. That is so cool. I was just saying to Alex how excited I was. Yes, Earl Grey would be absolutely amazing. Yeah. Talking about things that were amazing, I managed to find in my little shopping trip the hair clips that clip both ends, like they have a hinge and it clips down. And oh man, because they were like something that was so common, and then in the last, I've been trying to find them in a shop for like 2 years. Obviously didn't go in the right shop, but often I'd go into chemists and stuff like that, and I'd have a look. And I don't often go into chemists, to be fair. I've been into the chemist more often in the last 6 months than I have for ages. But anywho, I found some on my shopping trip. So yay. And I've got 4. So I've got enough to last me forever. And it's just so that I can do like the half up, half down type dealio for work, and not have to have like a silly little half pie like ponytail sticking out my head. And I'm really excited. Oh, yay. I know. I'm so happy. All right, Melinda, I have changed job networks. So I'm wondering if they'll be more helpful in helping me find employment, please. Cool. Alrighty. Cool. All right. So truth. Will Melinda's new job network be more helpful in finding her employment? Pendulum says yes. Truth, will you still have to do the legwork yourself? Truth, will they actually create more with you so you feel more supported? That's also a yes. So there's still going to have to be a little bit of effort required on your part, my dear. But they will be way, way more easeful with you and for you. Okay. And I think the legwork is going to be around you communicating. That's what I'm getting a sense of. You're going to have to really be very, very clear about the type of job that you wish to have, so that then they've got really good, clear guidance as to which direction to go in for you. Yeah, that does feel a lot better. So yeah, it's going to challenge your form and structure a little bit. So they and you are going to be thinking a lot more outside the box than you're used to. And because of that, there's going to be some moments there where you'll feel quite resistant to what options they're giving you. There's going to be moments there where you're like, yeah, no, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The sense that I'm getting from your team at the moment is just roll with it. Just be open and allow their different ways of doing things to come through. They've already shared some really useful hints and tips so far compared with the past one. Awesome. Yeah, they are going to be, I get the sense that they will be different. So for all of our newbies that are popping in, thank you for joining us. And as you can see, rolling across the bottom of the screen, it says for extended reading, donate whatever you wish. And there is the PayPal link right there. It's also in the show notes. It's a pinned comment. You're welcome. So yes, Melinda, you do have to allow yourself to stretch and think out the box of what you think you can do, because you might find that there is a job out there that is actually using some of the skills that you've already got, and that's enough to get you in the door. And then you can expand on that. And it might feel like initially that you're going, what the fuck? I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. I'm not the right person for that job. But what if you are? What if your energy is exactly what is required for that particular job? And the very, very first card that we got for you is Vacuum Away Fear. So your little fears, your little worries, your little things about, oh my God, but hi, Bella. Yay, Bella. You come back. I can finally give you your session that you paid for like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, all those fears, all those worries, all those forms and structures that you have locked in your head about work and how you work and what positions you could have and all that. Your team is saying, let them go, let them go, let them go, right? The next thing that is coming up is manifestation power. So use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. So what is your desired outcome? In truth, do you actually truly desire to move away from the volunteer field and go into paid employment? Like as a, you know what I mean? Is this something that you truly desire? Because if it is, put that out there. But in your heart of hearts, where is that sitting for you? Being an employee, being a paid employee, where is that sitting in your heart? Is that truly something that you wish to do? Because if it is, cool, fantastic. But if it is sitting in your heart that you wish to do volunteer work and only volunteer work because of whatever reason, maybe you feel it's a greater contribution to society or whatever, then it doesn't matter how many opportunities are placed in your lap. If they don't come in the form of a volunteer position, then you won't accept them. You won't even see them. You'll reject them. So this is where you've got to be really brutally honest with yourself as to truly what do you desire. Can you potentially maybe do something that is just as a great a contribution to society, to the community and all of that, and get paid for it? Maybe. Your third eye chakra. This is about seeing into the future. Don't be surprised if you have some headaches coming up through. And it is now safe for you to see the energy of love in all its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. But I'm also getting that this is about seeing your future. You're going to be asked, and it's going to be a demand of you to see your future, to really expand out your possibilities and go, all right, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up for you. And if you start blocking that, you're going to start getting headaches. If you're not writing down these things that you would like to create in your future, you're going to get headaches. Okay? Workshops and seminars. So what this is about all those lovely forms and structures. This is going to be a really great time for you to learn some new stuff. Okay? So I know that you are a serial learner. I'm not talking about the stuff that you eat for breakfast. I mean cereal as in you are absolutely a perpetual student and you love learning new stuff and you love doing new courses and classes and things. This stuff is about areas and concerning areas where you're not necessarily as interested. So yes, this is to do with your work stuff. Yes, this is to do with the hints and tips that this new job mob is giving you. Pay attention. Pay attention to the hints and tips and the information that they're giving you, because it's all good stuff, or at least the majority of it is. There's still some elements there where you have to use your awareness as to what's going to create more for you. But there's going to be some good learning for you to do as well, to shake off some of those old points of views and belief systems. We've got Goddess is the final one of this little reading here. Express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. So when we are tapping into our intuition and our goddess energies, this means not only the light and fluffy stuff. It's not just the things that are like, oh, that makes me feel so good, and all of that desires and the sensualness and all of that sort of stuff. It's also being aware of the good, the bad, the ugly, and the awesome. And when you're aware of all of it, you can then use your intuition to its best capacity, because you can actually see everything from that beautiful space of allowance and then make the best choice for you. But when we have these lovely, sneaky little points of views and belief systems that are sitting in there, creating like blocks and filters and all sorts of things going on there, it's more difficult for us to use our goddess intuition energy. So, expressing your divine feminine will be really important, but also be willing, anything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive the good, the bad, the ugly, and the awesome of any and all job opportunities that come your way, please let it go. Any of the stuff that's stopping you from seeing all of that, destroy and uncreate it, let it go, release it to Mother Earth, Father Sky, bright white light of Creator, whatever, but let it go. Let's have a look at your yummy card. So you got open-hearted. Okay? Keep your heart open. Keep your space open. Be very aware of where you're being a bit of a in the mud. All right. Thank you so much, Melinda. 15 hours per hour pay work. Oh, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? And I wonder if you could still slip in a little bit of volunteer work as well. Because 15 hours isn't that many. I do 4 days a week in my 9 to 5. And that's a permanent 28 hours. So 15 is easy peasy. And what if you can work more than that? What if there's a job that is just so yummy and delicious for you that you'll be able to do even more and still get paid handsomely well for it? Alrighty, let's check and see if we've had any other contributions so far. Yes, thank you. Bella, please pop your question in. Yay, I finally get to do the reading for Bella. Oh, somebody's angry. How did I get so lucky to have somebody angry at me today? Oh, dear. I'm hoping to fit in a shift or two at the hub. Cool. Bella, pop your question in the chat, please. I want to know who's angry with me. Now I'm curious. Oh, dear. Who is it? I want to know. Because I don't have anything else to do with my day today. Okay, maybe it's over here. I can't see. No. Oh, that's funny. I really don't need to know, to be fair. Oh my goodness. I mean, I know that it can't have come through from YouTube. Oh, Julie. Oh, Julie, are you angry with me, love? I didn't realize I could show it that way. Oh, dear, that's so funny. Oh, dear, that's hilarious. I did a smile. Maybe some more smiles might change it from being an angry face. I don't know. That's hilarious. Oh, dear. See? Anger doesn't worry me. All right. Didn't bump that by mistake. No, Bella, you didn't. Oh, was me. Oh, that's hilarious. Cool bananas. All right. So, Bella. Thank you, Brittany. I'll just do Bella's and then I'll come back to you. Okay, darling? I'm at the supermarket. My question is, am I on the right track? Cool. I'll change it over to that one so it makes more sense to the people watching. Let's see. Who wishes to come and play with Bella today? Cool. We got the wordy cards. I've had some amazing shifts with my online clients lately. It's just, and even earlier in the week, I did an in-person client on Monday as well. And oh, just incredible. It's just, I feel so honored to have connections to these amazing, potent creators and healers and just people in general, and the shifts and changes that they make in their life within such a short period of time is, it just blows me away every single session. And it's like, I was working with somebody today who has had a little money block pop up, and it's popped up in the most odd way you would think, and without going into any details, but it was so fascinating because, you know, it was around money and stuff, and previously they have had no issues bringing money in, no issues at all. They've been in shit tons of wealth and abundance and, you know, very, very easy. And then it's only in the last few years, 3 years, that stuff has popped into their world. And this is the thing with belief systems. And when our external circumstances create the filters and the blocks and the barriers for us to receive. And it was just, it's the most oddest thing. And yet when you can see it, it's just like, oh, holy shit, and wow. And, you know, the connection exercise that I do, and just all of these beautiful, beautiful tools that I have learned over the years coming together to be able to contribute to these incredible people just blows my mind all the time. It truly does. And I look at that and I go, how did I get so lucky to have these tools? And how did I get so lucky to be able to connect to such incredible beings all around the world? Because quite often now, my sessions, like today, I did a session with, where was the first person? In the States. And then somebody who was a digital nomad. So I have no idea where they were. And then the other person was in Melbourne, I think. And earlier in the week, I was working with somebody in the UK. It's just cool. So totally cool. It's like, how did I get so jolly lucky? All right. Bella. Bella. Okay. Okay. Truth. Okay. Pendulum at this stage is saying, Bella, being at the supermarket is absolutely where you are meant to be right now. And staying there is creating the most right now. Leaving is not going to create the most for you right now. So whatever is, there's something that is creating ease in your world by having that job. So stick with it. Allow yourself those moments of moving through that. I moved to Big W. Cool. Whatever it is. Like I just asked what if you're on the right track right now. Yes. So good. Cool. Do you want me to ask again for Big W just to make sure? To me, Big W supermarket's all the same bloody thing, but okay. Let me just check because the pendulum probably already tuned into that. Yeah, no. Pendulum says if you move away from Big W, same result. So it was already tuned in. So let me have a look and see what your team is saying about where you are in your track and stuff. So this may not necessarily be to do with your work. It could include like home life stuff. So the first one that says, because it just depends on what message your team wants to tell you. Be open to your feelings, look inside yourself and have the feelings, allow the feelings you have been hiding to emerge. So what we're seeing with this card is when you allow yourself the moment to perceive, know, be, and receive all of your emotions, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the awesome, and don't hide the stuff that you think will upset other people in your world, you'll be able to be more free. I'm getting there's a freeness in, interesting word, freeness in your space in your body that will be able to be nourished. Indulge yourself in your ambition. Your hard work and cleverness will pay off. Allow yourself the confidence to shine. All right. So I'm getting the sense this is definitely to do with your work, and that this new role for you you'll be able to be creatively clever, and you'll be able to contribute to others and your energies and stuff like that in a way that will contribute to the running of the store, to the clients, to the customers with a lot more ease. Okay. You have been blessed with the opportunity to renew love, nurture it so it may blossom within you. I'm getting the sense that this particular card is about the love within you, for you, with you. So perhaps this new role, which I'm getting is a yes, because it's sitting right back in and around under here in your implant band. So that one there is sitting right around into there, and it is saying to me that your previous role was too stressful. This one will be less stressful for you. And with the less stress, you'll be able to have the space to kindness and nourishing and nurturing of you, and renew that love within yourself. Okay. Success and creative ambition is the energy that surrounds you now. Make the most of it. So yeah, if you wanted to know that you're on the right track, you are in many different ways. I'll ask. And then it says, be pleased with your efforts. Your reward is the luxury of ongoing satisfaction and serenity. So there's peacefulness coming. Truth. Is this to do with the new business? Is this to do with the current work? Is this to do with family and home life? Okay. The message across. Okay, cool. So everything that I just said just then is to do with your current work, okay, and yourself. All right. Here is the message for the new business. Emerge, shine, blessed, success, be pleased. Okay. So this new business is going to allow you to emerge and to shine in a way that you have been blessed with. So you may be blessed with success and be pleased with your results. Okay, that's what's coming with the new business. All the other stuff that I said, the big W stuff is going to help you relax and calm. So you have the space, the energy, the mental space to be able to contribute to this new business. Okay. And still with new business, use your awareness. Talk to the business. Talk with the business. Okay. Both of you. Okay. And your yummy card is forgiveness. So there's going to be some stuff coming up for you, and especially around this full moon and these eclipse energies, where you're going to have to do some forgiveness of your previous workplaces, all of them. And what I would recommend for you is to write them all down, and like all of the workplaces that you've had, and if there's any one or any particular people that stand out for you as far as people that you've worked with, that you've had clashes with, or just not particularly gotten along well with, and they stand out in your mind when you think about working at that particular place. Write them down and then go through a forgiveness process with them on the full moon. Now, the full moon is on the 24th, so that's Wednesday. So you could do this on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Okay, so any of those days will be absolutely fine. You can write your list beforehand, but do your forgiveness process at some point over those days, releasing it up to the moon, Father Sky, Mother Earth. Okay, this forgiveness process is incredibly important before you start this new business with your friend, because you do not wish to have any of that old resentment and that old rejection energy or the clashes or the anger or any of the other shit coming through and infiltrating the new business, because that's your baggage that you're bringing with you. And if you wish to honor your new business and your interaction, your co-creation with the business and your friend, you will not bring that baggage with you. So do this process, okay? And I know you're a very busy person and all, but it's vital. It's vital that you clear the decks so that you can be the best, most awesomest co-creator of this new business. And so you can have that relaxed space and be open to all of the contribution that is possible between you guys. Okay? You're welcome. I hope that helps. And if anybody else, if that resonated for anybody else to do that releasing process, please do it. If you have any new creations that you're trying to do and be, and you're finding these blocks and blocks and blocks coming up, you've got a really potent time to be able to release all of that. Alrighty, Brittany. Yay, Christine, thank you. I will do yours after. Thank you for your patience. I'm just really pleased I did not forget. All right, so coming back to Brittany, thank you so, so much for your donation. I am incredibly grateful to all of you so far, and into the future. Do we need to do that when it's the eclipse? You can if you wish, but the full moon is just really potent on its own. So if you wish to give it an extra little boost, definitely do it on the eclipse too. We can also use that eclipse energy for the energy of the life that we're choosing to create and the life that we truly desire. So especially around that full moon time and eclipse, full moon and eclipse time, be very, very mindful of your words and be very careful about the judgments that you're putting out there. Okay. If anything, try your very, very best. And I know that's a big, tall ask, but try your very best to keep the judgments out of your thoughts, out of your words, out of everything. And just be that space of allowance, tapping into Mother Earth with the unconditional love energies. Yeah. So just, all right. Brittany, has Lo been sexually intimate with Jay in any way? I just want to grow and be better. Thank you for the clarification. All righty. If I need to say it in any other way that's clearer, Anna, the eclipse energy and with all the other planetary energies that we have going on right now, just think of it like every single thing you say has the possibility of becoming true. True and real. But amplified by 100 because of the eclipse energies. So it's not just going to come true and real in a little way. It's going to come true and real in a really big way. And that's a massive responsibility for you, for the planet, for the collective. So just keep coming back to that space of unconditional love, of gratitude, you know, the the voicing it part is like the end of the manifestation process. It's not the creation. So just keep tapping in with yourself over the days, those 3 days especially, and just, okay, truth, does this belong to me? All right. Brittany, back to you, my love. Don't stress too hard. Okay. Just asking for my pendulum thingy to turn around so it's not sitting so crooked, because I don't like it sitting crooked. There we go. Yay. Can we do the Ho'oponopono? Yes, you can. Of course. Keep that as a mantra on your head all the time. I was guessing that you meant Ho'oponopono, Julie. Sorry, don't worry what I wrote. I don't know. I think it's great. Ho'oponopono is fabulous. I've had sessions all day. I've been in people's brains all day. Ho'oponopono is awesome. Keep that as, in your top of your brains. And for those of you who do not know, because you're new to the channel, Ho'oponopono is the Hawaiian forgiveness prayer. And you can say these 4 lines in any way you like. Whatever resonates the most. You can even just say one of them over and over and over and over again. And that one being I love you over and over and over again is very, very potent on its own. But the whole process is, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And the best way to start it is everywhere in me, everywhere in me that has brought that up in you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. You can even use thank you and I love you over and over and over and over again. I do it with the traffic. And I say, thank you, I love you, thank you, I love you. Next thing you know, people are off out of my way and I'm, whee, thank you, I love you, bye. Yep, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. You can do it in any order. There's no rules around that, okay? And you just do whatever comes into your mind. This is about taking responsibility for you and your own thoughts, okay? And obviously, we thank you, Julie, for contributing that to the conversation tonight, because quite clearly this is something Brittany also required to hear. Okay, Brittany, I'm going to pull some cards as well to see what else it is that you require to know about this. Okay. Oh, she's brought out the big dick. And I'm talking about this. Oh, because I know how much you guys love it when I say it. Yes, I do. I know. So, Brittany, I'm going to ask you right now to close your eyes, if you can, if you're not driving. I hope you're not driving. And I'm going to ask you to take a really big deep breath right down to the bottom of your belly. Make your belly move. If you're feeling your chest going up and down, it means that you're high breathing and you're in stress mode. You need to take that breath all the way down to the bottom of your belly and breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And we're going to teach you a little tool right now. It's called the light and heavy tool. I'd like you to create your own awareness around, or to perceive rather, your own awareness around the situation. So right now, I'd like you to tune in, and this is for everybody. You can all do this right now. Tune in on a food or a place that makes you feel just so happy, so content and calm. Really tune into that place. Imagine you're there or eating that food. And now scan your body, energetically scan your body and perceive where in your body is lighting up, is lighter, is reacting to that amazing place or food. Pop it in the chat now. Any and all of you who are playing along with the light and heavy game. Tell me where it is that you feel the lightness, the brightness, the expansiveness. Some people feel it, most people feel it within their bodies, but some people feel it outside of the body. Any and all of that is totally okay. Cool. So Melinda's got it in her solar plexus. Brittany has it in her mind. For me, when I'm playing with the light and heavy tool, it quite often pops up in the very tips of my ears up here. It's a very funny thing, and my ears actually move. It's funny. I never realized that I could even do that. I thought it was one of those funny skills that other people had, but not me. All right, so that is where you're feeling your light at the moment. So the things that are true for you will always make you feel lighter. And the things that are not true for you will always make you feel heavier. So now I would like you to imagine that you're eating dog poop pies. Yes. If you wish me to be more crass, so I will. I wish you to have a think about eating dog shit pies. And now scan your body and tell me what parts of you are reacting to that. For me, the thought of eating dog poop pies with a side of cat poop, oh God, is very much sitting as my lower back, actually. That's sort of like it contracts across my low back area, like the back of my diaphragm, and a little bit of my throat, like where my collarbone sits. It sort of gets a little bit clogged through there as well. That's to show you what or where your heavy is. This is one of the many ways that your body will communicate with you. Okay, so Brittany, you said your mind is where it was lightest with your light thing, and your mouth. Ooh, those are two very close together, but okay. So when you tune in to this next question, tell me what your awareness is, whether it is your mind or your mouth that reacts. Okay. So truth, has Al been sexually intimate with Jay in any way in this lifetime? Is it you're light or you're heavy, so your mind or your mouth that reacts to that. Ooh. Oh, I love my Kangen water. It's good stuff. Okay. Interesting. Ah, cool. I'm glad I added on that in this lifetime. In another lifetime, yes, they have. Because of how you worded that sentence, has Al been sexually intimate with Jay in any way? What happened to my pendulum is that it tuned in to all of the other lifetimes, dimensions, realities, and non-realities where those two have been together. So yes, it came out as a yes to start off with. When I refined the question to ask about in this lifetime, it came up as a no. So that's something to be aware of, is how we ask our questions is really, really important. So the fact that your awareness is, and it's sat in your mouth, right? That was where your heavy is. That is where it's a lie for you. It's not true that they have been sexually intimate in this lifetime. So far. I'm going to put that in there. I'm not saying that they will be. I'm just saying that they have had a history in other lifetimes. Okay. So if you wish to grow and be better, as you've said, although that's full of judgment in there, just saying, you can grow. Yes. You can shift, change, develop, expand, be even more amazing than you already are. It's not about being better, because you're already amazing. Okay? So this is what your team would like you to know. To start off with, they are saying that it's okay to be in your own company, that you don't have to be searching for somebody to spend time with because you're afraid to be alone. It's okay to be with yourself and with the things, and have the things around you that make you feel happy and content and calm, like a lovely, beautiful ragdoll cat sitting on a beautiful cushion in the sunshine, just enjoying life. It's okay to be that too, to sit in your potency and your power. The next card that we've got for you, Brittany, is the Peacock card, which is about release. So it's time to release the past and move on to something new. This ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. Now, that looks to be a pretty clear card, doesn't it? And what you have to ask yourself is, truth, is this relationship working for me? Am I just aware of these other lifetimes, which is wonderful. That's exciting that you're aware of other lifetime stuff, especially other people's. Like, wow, that's so cool. But when we allow other lifetime stuff to infiltrate this lifetime and making other lifetime stuff real and true, that's where things get a bit mucky. So you might require to release that past lifetime awareness, and there's a chance that maybe you have been the partner of one of them or both of them at different times where they have gone that way and you've been left over here feeling cheated on. Okay? So release all of that old stuff so that you can use your awareness and be aware that those spots in your body can change. Okay, so what I would suggest you do is you actually say, truth, body, please show me what is my yes for today. Please show me what is my no for today. Please show me what is my truth for today. Please show me what is my lies for today. And you'll feel it. You can also ask, please, body, show me where my light is today. Please, body, show me where my heavy is today. Okay? Just so that you've got a really good starting point for using your awareness while you're getting used to doing that. The next card that we've got is the 10 of Spring, which is the Saint Bernard dog. You're working far too hard and the stress will soon become too much. Reach out for help from others and take some time to play and enjoy life. So this is, to be honest, seems to be a card around people pleasing. And how much are you trying to bend over backwards to please someone who's maybe not necessarily appreciating you to the fullest? And have you stopped seeing your friends so much? Have you let them sort of just fade off into the background a little bit? Now's the time to bring those friendships back up, to spend more time with those who love and adore you. And regardless of what happens with any relationship, it's those friendships that are going to hold you nice and still and steady and give you that North Star, if you like, for whatever comes in the future, whether it is the staying or the ending of relationships. So just build up your team around you again, okay? We've got Gecko. Be assertive, believe in yourself. Don't let anyone take away your personal power. Trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely. All right. These cards are very much saying for you this is a really wonderful time for you to build up your self-confidence, to learn and practice how to use your awareness, how to learn and practice how those tools can be used in an everyday fashion, and give yourself a bit of an edge as far as work, as far as friendships, relationships, everything. If you are at this space now where you're starting to tap into these beautiful energies of light and heavy, of what's going to work for you, your goddess energies, your being, as it says in that Gecko card, be assertive, believe in yourself, and don't let anyone else take away your power. Those three things to me say it's not necessarily about the masculine energies, it's bringing up those fiery feminine energies, those energies that just make you feel so fucking damn good about yourself. It, like, the people who don't honor that space, that beautiful, incredible goddess space with you, you'll just be like, see ya, talk to the hand. Like, there's a song that's popping into my head right now. And I can't think of exactly what it is. I can see it in my head. So let me just, I know exactly where to find it. So give me 2 seconds. It is an incredible song for just making you feel good about you. And where is it? It's in here. Yep. Good as Hell by Lizzo. You know, it's that hair toss. Check your nails. And there's a beautiful line in there about if he don't love you, then like walk out that door, girl. It's like, see ya. And this is true for work. It's true for family. It is true for friends. It is true for all sorts of areas in a person's life. It's true for the clothes that we wear, the food that we eat. If our body is going, hey girl, this is not for you anymore, are you going to keep eating that food that makes you feel so sick? Or are you going to honor your body and trust your body and, you know, be that space of allowance for your body where you go, okay, thank you so much for giving me that information. You don't wish to have that food anymore. Cool. We won't choose that again. Thank you. And this is what being in the goddess energy is. Okay. Now, this next card actually came out upside down. So it's a reversed card, which could mean a few things. So I'm going to put it up the right way so I can read it, because it's been a long day. We got the Golden Retriever. Contentment comes from knowing that your finances are secure and your family's material needs are taken care of. It's important to honor traditions and have pride in your heritage and the accomplishment of your ancestors. What a fascinating card to get out, and also to have it upside down. So the things that were popping out on that one is the finances stuff. So everywhere, this is sort of showing me that there's a very high chance that you feel stuck in your current situation because of finances. Don't let that be your reality. Be creative, stepping into your confidence and moving away from people who don't nourish and nurture you. This will turn around really quickly and easily. Okay. And also there's a very strong message there about family and ancestors. So given where we're coming up to with the full moon and things like that, there's a very high chance that your ancestors who have passed are actually asking for you to be open to their assistance and allow them the chance to contribute to you. Whether that be just in finances or health, wealth, that sort of thing. If you have a good relationship with your family, now is the time to reach out to them as well. There's some clearing and healing work to do there too. Let's have a look at your yummy card. The card that you've got is hope. So there's plenty of hope there, love. But this time, right now, with all the planetary stuff and all the universal stuff, and this, when we're moving from the 3D to the 5D, like we are in such a big, beautiful way, as we're moving through the 4D realm, the 4D realm is where all the emotions sit. So if there's stuff that's come through, any of that hurt, pain, trauma, resentment, regret, any of that sort of stuff that is sitting in any and all other lifetimes, it's all coming through right now to be cleansed and cleared as well. So who knows if this is a beautiful relationship with you and this person, and you're feeling like it's good, but you're questioning some of these things. Have a look and ask yourself, truth is, and please, please, please put the word truth at the start of all your questions to your awareness. Ask yourself, truth, is this lifetime? or truth, am I aware of another lifetime? Because whichever one is lightest is the truth for you. Because it could be this lifetime, it could be other lifetimes that you're just very hyper aware of because of where you're at in your spiritual journey. Okay. I hope that helps, Brittany, and thank you so much for your contribution to Find You Fridays. It truly helps to keep the show running, and I feel very honored to have you here as part of a new part of our crew. So thank you so much for coming to play. That was awesome. Ah, thanks, Anna. Relationship stuff is always a bit tricky. It's always a bit tricky, but especially in such a public format. Alrighty. The end of the day, your awareness, and this not just for Brittany, it's for everybody, your awareness of what is true for you is paramount. It is the be all and end all. There is one small caveat I'm going to say to this though. If you're somebody who has lost their deep, intimate connection with yourself, and you have been doing things like maybe without proper guidance, without having a proper mentor, doing things like channeling and stuff like that, it's really important to know that that's one of the only times when your awareness might be up the wazoo. Okay, so those two things of if you're really seriously disconnected from your body and being disconnected and you're not flowing properly, that's when you can get other energies coming in and interfering with your awareness. And that's why saying truth at the start of stuff can make a massive difference there. But the other one is if you're playing around with those spiritual tools, including channeling, and not doing it in a safe, steady, careful environment, man, you can get really fucked up, and your awarenesses can be completely about face, and you think that a yes is a no, but a no is actually a yes. And those energies that come in will make you think that you are correct and you're not. So that's why being very mindful about how we play with those bigger energies is really important. Anna is a twin, and sometimes I wonder if I'm picking up on her. Yes, you will be. You have literally shared creation space together. And that is, again, where it's really important to ask those questions. Truth, is this mine? Truth, is this someone else's? And or truth, is this my sister's? So I'll tell you all a little story before I could jump back to Christine with her question about insurance and lawyers and stuff. Let me just pop that back down so I can be aware of that. Yes, and we're still in Mercury retrograde. Yay. Okay, cool. Question with insurance claim and the lawyer is hard, I think too high. Will my legal team get the full amount for the roof repair, the whole roof repaired due to the hurricane that hit the home? Oh, for fuck's sake, mate. It was very Australian of me, wasn't it? Oh, hurricane, love. Oh, jeepers creepers. Okay. So, awareness. and how wonderful it can be. So when I was first learning that tool of like, truth isn't mine, truth isn't someone else's, I was driving along and I all of a sudden heard in my head the words, "Oh my God, would you just look at my ass? It's so fat." And I thought, my goodness, what the hell? Where the hell's that come from? And I look around and the traffic is slowed and I'm right outside a gym, at one of those 24-hour gyms that people go to. And I was just like, holy moly. And then I heard another different voice going, "Would you look at my cellulite? Jesus, I wonder how long it's going to stay there for. I've been working so hard." And I'm just like, oh my goodness. Okay, return to senders, return to senders. It's not mine. Let it go, let it go. None of that's mine. I've carried on around and I've driven past a fast food joint, and like the drive-through and everything was like right next to the road. And I heard, "Do you want fries with that, lard ass?" And I'm like, what the hell am I hearing right today? Because there was no way I could have physically heard that. There's no way they would have said that out loud. They would have said, "Would you like fries with that?" But they would never, ever have said lard ass on the end of it out loud. But they were obviously, that person who was at the drive-through had obviously just had enough of their day and had enough of like thinking about people eating food that they considered to be bad. That was creating people having big butts. And I was just like, oh my goodness gracious me. That was one of the big indicators that my clear audience had really, really clicked in. So it can pop up in the funniest ways. So yeah. So being aware, as we are lovely little aware beings, be aware that not all the thoughts that come through your head are yours. It's one of the reasons why when I go to the supermarket, it's a lot easier for me to have one of my earbuds in and listening to a book. So my focus is on the book and whatever I need to do. When I go to the shops, and if I don't have my earpiece in and I'm not listening to anything else, I have to practice my tools. I have to expand out. I have to have my allowance really, really, really far out. And I have to make sure that I am within my body, being really beautifully centered, and that my goddess energy is up and active and she's really, really expanded out. Because otherwise there'll be more than likely somebody or something that'll crop up, and I'll, like it did a couple of weeks ago, and I just wanted to rip their heads off. There was this lass in there, and she was being really whiny with her partner, and it was just like, oh my fucking, and I just want to shut the fuck up. And now I'll shove your head back on, and then you can go and finish your fucking shopping, because I'm sick and tired of hearing your fucking whining. I didn't do that. No. I used my tools, and then I called Alex on the phone. And then I just allowed them the space to leave the shop so that I wasn't having to be there listening to her whining. Because my tolerance level, my allowance levels were very, very low that day. What can I say? That was before I did the anger release thing. So yes. All right. Back to Christine. And so I can catch up on all of your comments. It's a bit scary. You can totally make massive mistakes in life. Yes, you can. Absolutely, Anna. Stay away from people until retrograde's over. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, that's so funny. I'm funny. Yeah, I know. That's because I've got the right audience. Maybe somebody was holding the queue up and you felt like they were ordering the whole menu. Ah, dear. Yeah, I can do mistakes without extra energy. Absolutely. Oh man, I haven't felt like that for such a long time with that lass. I was just like, oh God, help me now. Please. See, I don't suffer from depression and anxiety or anything like that, but Alex has from time to time. So he was more than happy to receive my call. I'm sure he found it a little bit hilarious too. I mean, I can find it hilarious now. And it was just, again, it was just information, right? It was my body saying to me, hey, you need to have these certain tools in place before you come into shops like this, because this is going to create a lot of ease for you moving through all of these people. So yeah, I feel like that one, and I feel the urge to go home. I feel the urge to go home. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And, Alex from time to time has certainly suffered from anxiety. And that's when he just drops tools, goes. Like even if he's in the middle of a supermarket shop or something like that, he'll just walk out, leave the supermarket trolley where it is, and goes. So there's been no instances of that happening with me, but we also don't do shopping together very often. So generally it's my job to go do the shopping because I can handle it a bit easier than he can. But in saying that, since his dietary change, things have shifted around a lot for him too. So I have to take him shopping again soon. Feels kind of like social anxiety. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And again, it is a wonderful, wonderful way and time of practicing our tools. All right, so I'm actually going to take that off right now, and I'm going to just jump back to Christine. So with the insurance claim, the lawyer, so will my legal team get the full amount of the roof repair, the whole roof repaired due to the hurricane? All right. Okay, Christine, at the moment, the pendulum is saying that it's going to be a bit of a hard fight. There's possibly some clauses. My thought is there's some clauses in your insurance that is around natural disasters. And it's going to be, and those clauses around natural disasters are going to be the things that is going to trip up your legal team. Because right now the pendulum doesn't want to answer me. It's like doing this circle thing. It's kind of like it's in that holding space if it could go any way at this point in time. So that's a really tricky one. Let us have a look at the cards and see if they can give us any further insight. You have to go to mediation. Yeah. It's tricky because we're dealing with laws from different countries. So Christine's over in the States. Anna, I think you're in the UK, if I remember rightly. That's a really good question, Christine. Yes. Yes, there is. So with your spirit team, your guides, you can ask them to assist this proceedings so that it comes out for your highest and best. Okay, so the things that you can do, because our skills of manifestation, actualization, all of that sort of stuff that's coming up at the moment, means that what we can do is you can start visualizing the roof to be repaired and for it to be paid by insurance. So start bringing that in. No resistance, no reaction to it. Just start visualizing that. Write it down, create it, have the money, put a little picture up if you want to do picture boards and things like that. You can draw it if you like. I think it was an oopsie daisy, Kim. I don't think they meant to. So plenty of people could be angry at me. Be grateful for the new roof. Thank you, Julie. And be grateful also to the insurance company. Use your Ho'oponopono on this whole process. Okay, so everywhere that is me that has created this aspect in you with the insurance, with the house, with all the things, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And keep repeating that over and over again. Expanding out is really important before you have any of those meetings, before you look at any mail or interactions, emails, text messages, letters, all of that sort of stuff. Make sure you're expanding out. You know how to do those tools of expanding out your allowance beyond your awareness, making sure you're going out to at least this past the universes so that everybody can see different possibilities. Okay. And allow yourself the space to have, also there might be some contribution that you may have to do, or the family will have to do. What else is possible here? Keep asking that question. What else is possible? What else is possible? What else is possible? You are a very aware lady, and this is also a brilliant time for you to practice your tools and use your awarenesses of what's going to create more. Is the lawyer that you're using the best one for this particular claim? Is it this one or is it another one? Sometimes we get stuck with one particular person because we've always used them, or the family's always used them, or blah, 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 blah. But what if that person isn't best at this kind of law? Maybe they're a family law person, but what you need is a property law person. Just as an example. Okay, so use your awarenesses, always use the truth in the front of that, and expand out. Like I said, the pendulum is being really sticky. I've not seen it do that before, where it's just basically it's either hovering or it's dead still in the middle. It's not giving me much at all. So let me grab some cards out just to have a look and see what the cards say as far as messages for you. Okay, cool. Julie's full of the knowledge today. I love it. Ask the universe to show you the magic for your highest and good. Your highest good. Yeah. So what's going to create more for everybody concerned? And I know we've spoken about this before, the entity of the home. Ask the home also to contribute to getting its new roof with ease and with the insurance company paying for it. You can ask the house to do that too. You can ask your team, your guides, to assist in getting the house paid, the roof paid for by the insurance company. So yes, ask the home as well. You can even ask the land underneath the house for its assistance, because it has its own entity, and it is its own entity and its own awareness, has its own awareness. Oh, I'm losing my words, loves. I'm losing my words. They're slipping out of my mouth. Who the flick is trying to call me now? Oh dear. Okay, it's time to pop our phone on silent. Oh, I love it. All right. So for you, my love, for the cards, they're asking you, your team is asking you to let go of the behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Okay, so the things, the points of views and the belief systems that you have about insurance companies and how they won't pay out and all of that sort of stuff, you have to let all of that go. Because if you have those belief systems still sitting there, it's going to stop you from receiving that money. There's the goddess energy that is asking to come in. So this is where you've got to bring up that beautiful goddess energy that I know we've tapped into. Bring that up and allow that to contribute to the situation. Do that, expanding it out beyond your allowance, beyond your awareness, beyond your allowance. Expand that out. Bring that beautiful goddess energy up through the body. Allow it to contribute to the home, to the roof, to the current roof that's damaged, and also to the new one coming in. The next one is, although this says shield yourself, I'm going to say this is about expanding out. Okay, so again, it's another reminder that to be tapping into your awareness and use your skills and tools. All right, and this one is about being aware of the questions that you're asking. So it says, how can I make the world a better place? This is to do with the law of attraction. So you're being reminded, please, please, please be aware of your questions, be aware of how the universe is potentially going to answer them. Remember to remove the words need and want from your vocab, because those two things will create the space of lack. I need a new roof. You're asking for a lack of a new roof to the universe. So the universe is going to give you exactly that. It's going to give you a lack of roof. No more roof for you if you keep saying need or want. I desire a new roof. I require a new roof. I'm wishing for a new roof. All those three words have the universe going, oh, okay, you require a new roof. All right, let's get you one. Woohoo! All right, yummy card. And then we'll do a quick round of poetry. Humor is the card that came out. So, Christine, throughout all of this, you're going to have to find the funny. You're going to have to see what is the funny here, because laughter shifts energy so fast. Okay? I require a new roof to be paid for by insurance. Okay? I desire a new roof. Okay? You're just going to have to keep on the funny train. Keep on finding those moments of humor. Because if you're not finding humor in those moments, then you're going to find yourself diving into the trauma drama. And the trauma drama train is never a nice ride. I can tell you from experience. Be open to a new roof from any way that the universe will bring it to you as if by magic. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Exactly, Julie. Exactly. All right, my beautiful ones. I know Anna was beautiful and hung around. She even came back. I'm so grateful. So first number that pops into your beautiful sweet minds between 1 and 88 right this very second. Pop it into the chat right now, okay? There we go. It's a nice little break for me. I love it. You guys are onto it today. 26. For Anna. Cool. Alrighty, my sweet. Solitude. I sit here alone, but not lonely. I'm thinking of you and how long it will be till we are together again. We can survive, you and me. We are strong and the bond grows every day. I miss you and you miss me, but while we are together, we will never be lonely. Anna, do you enjoy your own company? Do you have those moments where you can just be chill by yourself? Cool. I think your body's asking for more of that, please. And when you're in that space of chilling out by yourself, also tapping into the unconditional love energies and bring them up through your body. So you can also incorporate this other times when you're by yourself that you might be actively doing something else. So like driving, or maybe you take public transport. That's also a good time. Maybe when you're sitting on the loo in the shower, those brief moments of time, if you don't get enough time to yourself. And take a couple of moments to deep breathe, bring that Mother Earth energy all the way up, bring Father Sky energy all the way down, and just tap into that unconditional love space in your heart. Okay? So the body is definitely asking for a little bit more nourishing and nurturing from you. Okay? 47 for Julie. So fragile. My sensitive soul, you're so easily hurt. I never intended to make you angry. I was only telling what I thought was the truth. There have been times when I've been offended, but I try to let it slide. How can I apologize if you won't listen? Your eyes are cold, and this makes me ache to my core. Please smile again, and let your arms accept my embrace. Julie. One of the things that I've learned over the years is that the people who truly love you, who have your back, will be able to move and shift with you even when you say shitty stuff sometimes. And as long as you're not doing it all the time, you're not doing it in a hurtful, spiteful way. When you speak your heart to them and you're speaking your truth, it comes across in a really different way to when somebody speaks their truth from a manipulative kind of gaslighty kind of a way. But if the person that you're speaking that with has only ever really received manipulation, gaslighting, projections, expectations of them, they will respond or react to you the same way that they would to somebody who is gaslighting them. That's not about you. That's about them. So if you're having a little bit of like a with someone in your world right now, please know that it's more likely it's their shit that's coming up to the surface to be cleansed and cleared. Come back, do Ho'oponopono for yourself, because you've activated them in some way, shape, or form, and it's okay. But it is their stuff to heal and clear. Okay? Thank you, Anna. I know that toilet thing, right? Toddler at the door. What are you doing? I'm going potty, love. Leave me alone. All right, Christine, 13 for you, my dear sweet. Yeah. It's coming up, though. Yeah. I love you too, Julie. That's okay. As I said, we're going through that 4D space, in and out of 4D. And that's where all the emotions lie. Yay. So it's very easy to activate people when we're in that space. 100%. I was just saying to one of my online clients today that didn't know about Find You Fridays, and got to have a little quick chat about that. And now I just said how much I adore you guys and this whole community, and how loving you all are of each other and, me, and just it's such a beautiful little group. And I'm just so honored to be a part of this space with you all. All right, Christine, 13. Oh, that rhymed. Us can't be lovers, can only be friends. Want to, but the feeling's just not there. Sitting, hurting, feeling foolish and wanting to cry, but can't now. Still want to be there, still want to find out more, still want to be with you, but only as friends. Feeling better, still hurting, thinking better now than later. Christine, this is to do with family. And this is to do with you can still be friends, but not be so intimately linked. And that there's going to be a big raft of grief type emotions that will crop up as you make that separation from being so intimately entwined. Okay, and this is just an acknowledgement of that. You will be better. You will feel more secure and more safe and more confident within yourself once this period of time passes. You've got a lot going on right now, and that's totally understandable. Like if that sort of feels like that's the least of the worries right now. But just know that everything's going to be okay. All right. Okay, rolly, rolly, rolly. Bella, 10. Watching for something, for someone, because you're bored, because you're thinking, but always watching. Going into a daze, can't hear anything. Don't notice, don't care. Focused on anything, seeing through everything. Absolute, indefinite. Bella, this is about being in that holding zone, not moving forward, but just waiting for something to happen. And the sense that I'm getting is that there's this you're not being the fire under your own butt. I don't know how else to put that. So if the person that you're going to be working with and creating with is somebody who can put a fire under your ass, great, because that's something that you're going to require. When things feel like they're getting too much and you just kind of go, it's like deer in the headlights, ostrich head in the sand, all of that sort of stuff. And you just wait. And then there's also the other element of just running. So these are two energies that you're going to be working with and you have been working with. These are two energies that you're going to have to heal. And these are two spaces and places where you're going to be challenged a little bit. Okie dokie. So yeah, that beautiful one for you, that beautiful business, whatever you're creating, I say good on you, and be honest. Be very honest with them and let them know, look, that when I get overwhelmed, I go into like this freeze mode. And there'll be times where you'll probably have to give me a cattle prod up the ass to get me moving again. And I give you full permission to do so. Oh dear. Kim, my beautiful Kim. Alrighty. You can tell I'm getting tired because all of my profanities and like secret squirrels, dark side, kinky sides coming out. We're working with fire. We're working with cattle prods. Where are we going to go next? Whips and chains. All right. Loneliness is something I can't quite explain. It can hurt, make me feel out of it. It's a heavy feeling which is inside my body. It's a part of my mind, but it's released through my heart. I go all silent. I can't explain why. I don't want to be alone again. So so Kim, you have an awful lot on your plate too, in a different way, and I won't go into what it is here. But along with all of that, your body is asking for some time out, some time with friends, some time with people who are not at home, and to give you some downtime, some feeling of like you're not alone, and to have some fun and some joyfulness and deliciousness in your life. So one of the things that I would recommend to you is over the weekend, see if you can reach out to a couple of friends or even just one friend and make a bit of a date for going out and doing something, even if it's just going out for coffee or something like that during the week. And but not Monday. Monday's mine. All right. So yeah, that would be your body is definitely feeling very confined right now. Okie dokie. Alrighty, Melinda, way back up, 46. Yeah, Will. I can say all sorts of weird and funny things, can't I, Kim? Oh, dear. Honey, you chose the poem. What can I say? Melinda, 46. Penchant. As you leave once again, my heart is aching. The tears are falling. I am in so deep it scares me. A simple word can hurt, and yet a gentle embrace can comfort. The days can be so long, but the evenings are only a second. To sleep without you is a troubled sleep, filled with only dreams and arms grasping at the empty space beside. I'm going to read the bit that's underneath because I think this is actually a greater key for you, for where you're at. Don't talk about the prodding. Oh, I don't know. It'll probably come up. Who knows? Anyway, back to Melinda. The last few lines are key to how the next 7.5 years progressed. My awareness was that he was never really there with me, not in body or to nurture or to create more. The act of reaching out for him in my sleep was something that continued for many years, literally patting the space beside me while I slept to check he was there, and sometimes even smacking his head. So what I'm getting with this one, love, is your body, your team is asking for you to release the energy of your past lovers. And with that, it's asking for you to let that space go. Let the space that you're holding for them go. And because there's still some ties that it's almost like at the night time, your little secret squirrel head is going, I wish they were just there. I can feel you. You're just there. And it's time. It's time to free your heart and free your body and free your bed from this person. You can't welcome in someone new while they're still there. You're going to have to gently and kindly and lovingly ask them to leave. It's time for them to go. Okay? Sorry, darling. I want to wrap you up in a big, big hug now. But yes. Alrighty. Chris. Yep. He's definitely trying to pull back in your energy. And yes, Ho'oponopono. You're welcome, love. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Nice confirmation. Alrighty, Chris. Number 9 for Chris. Emotions, love, like, lust. All 3 words describe the same thing, an attraction to another, their soul, mind, and body. But how to tell the difference when 2 people meet? They may get along, but who's to say it's true love? True love comes out of knowing a person right into their soul. To like someone, that's when they just aren't sure, but like may lead to love. True lust, this is the easiest to fall for. It is pure bodily attraction. They like what they see and they go for it. Sometimes it ends in sorrow, sometimes it carries on in strength, sometimes it never starts. So, Chris, it's okay to have fun. Okay? I think you're reasonably young, lovely lady. And you know what? It's okay to have fun. As long as everybody is consensual and there's no cheating on other people's partners, unless it's a consensual type arrangement between all parties involved. It's okay. It's fine. Enjoy. And yes, there's going to be emotions involved. Yes, there might be some interesting heart stuff that happens and crops up. But at the end of the day, if you're single and you're out there mingling, I'm getting a sense, don't try to tie yourself down too quickly this time. It's okay to have some fun, to get out there and experiment, try some different things, try some new things. Okay? Oh dear. Try all sorts of things, because you won't ever get this time in your life back again. And it's stuff like when you get out there when you're young and have fun and do these things, and just making sure that you're doing it safely. Make sure if you're in this regard. Make sure you go and get tested. Make sure the people that you're being with are tested. All that sort of stuff. So be sensible about it. But at the same time, you can have fun and make sure safety precautions are taken. But enjoy. Because when you're later on in life and things get hard and, you know, there's big responsibilities that come in, and maybe there's health stuff that goes on, and maybe there's other stuff with maybe a long-term partner that are going on. It's these moments in the young days that are going to keep you feeling like, I had fun doing that. I had fun in that situation. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'll do that again. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'd be doing that in my 40s and 50s. But gosh, it was good at the time. I think the young ones, they get too serious too quick. And I know I did it. I got too serious too quick. I grew up serious though. So my fun times was a brief moment when I was 18, 19, slightly 20. And then not again until my late 20s, 29, 28, 29. Had some very fun times. All right. Hi, Edwina. You're joining us late tonight. So I hope that helps, Chris. Enjoy. All righty, my lovelies. It has been 2.5 hours of me yabbering in your little beautiful ear holes. So let's do our meditation now. You've joined us at the perfect time, Edwina. We're going to do our meditation and remembering, of course, let's just do a quick little refresh. This is why I took a picture. I remembered to today. Of our weekly reading. Turn it around so I can actually see. Thank you. So being that this week to come, we have a full moon happening. We have an eclipse of the full moon happening. We also have Anzac Day. All of that stuff together is creating a nice little shit bomb of ancestral stuff coming up. So the ancestors are going to be knocking on your little spiritual door saying, hi, we've come to visit for a moment. How are you? We're here to contribute to you. We're here to send you some love. We'll be here to mess up your electronics a little bit, to give you some feathers and maybe sprinkle some butterflies around. And Bob's your uncle, Mary's your aunt. So using that, all of that lovely, beautiful energy, especially with the planetary stuff going on, prioritize what is important to you. Write a list and start checking some stuff off. Pay attention to the thoughts and images and ideas that are coming to you around that time, around the middle of the week, as they will be more indications of the passions and stuff that are going to be coming up to be seen and heard and played with again, please. And to wind up the week will be finally, after so many weeks of hard slog, spiritual slog for the majority of us in some way, shape or form, whether it be through spiritual upgrades, whether it be bio upgrades, whether it be just releasing a whole bunch of points of views and belief systems, we are finally starting to touch into some peace, which my awareness is it's going to be because we're also rounding out Mercury retrograde around that time too, around the end of the week. All right, so yay for some peaceful times coming And just remember that your spirit team is going to be there to help you throughout all of this with some guidance. And remember that at the end of the day, your own awareness about you is the most important thing. You are paramount. Your awareness of what is true for you supersedes everything else. Okay? So that's a quick refresh of the reading for next week. So let's jump into our meditation. Oh no, I think I finished all my fluids. Yeah, I had a teeny tiny little bit of tea left. All right. Big deep breath in, my friends. Close your eyes if you can do this safely. Breathing out. Big deep breath in all the way down to the bottom of your belly. And breathing out. And this time as you breathe in, bringing Mother Earth energy all the way up through your body. And as you breathe out, bringing Father Sky energy all the way down. Bring Mother Earth energy with the unconditional love all the way up through your body, through every cell and molecule, all the way up through to your fingertips and the crown of your head. Breathing out, bringing gratitude for everything and everyone, along with the Father Sky energies all the way down. We're just rebalancing those masculine and feminine energies. We're going to expand out our awareness now, out beyond our bodies, expanding out our awareness in a big, beautiful bubble, up into the sky, down into the earth, greater than the building you're in, greater than the country you're in, greater than the planet, greater than the solar system, greater than the galaxies, and greater than the universes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Holding that awareness out there. And for those of you who have done sessions with me, you're more than welcome to expand out further than that if you wish. If you wish to just pause here, that's absolutely fine. Focusing on your body once more. Grab your sense of allowance and expand that out. Expand out your sense of allowance, which takes you from being the tight, contracted little pebble at the bottom of a raging river of everybody else's thoughts, feelings, and emotions, where you feel like everything is happening to you and you feel battered and bashed about by everybody else's points of views and belief systems and what they think is best for you. Expands you out so that you actually become like a big fluffy cloud where you can see that raging river of everybody else's thoughts, feelings, and emotions and see it for exactly what it is. It's just energy. And you can respond to that energy just as the clouds do. They respond to the hills and the valleys by lifting or lowering. They respond to the wind. And when they get too full of water, they release the water because it no longer serves them. But in doing so, it contributes, that releasing contributes to the land below, creating that beautiful, never-ending cycle of gifting and receiving. So taking your allowance now and expanding that out from within your body to the size of the room that you're in, expanding out your allowance greater than the building you're in, up into the sky and down into the earth, in a beautiful big bubble, expanding out your allowance greater than the country that you're in, and now greater than the planet, expanding out your allowance, greater than the solar system, greater than the galaxies, greater than the universes, and now greater than your awareness. Take a big, big, deep breath in. And just allow your body to relax into this space. And of course, for those of you who have expanded out beyond where we've gone to, making sure that you expand out your allowance beyond your awareness. Okay. So working with these beautiful energies, these eclipse energies and these full moon energies, I know it's a couple of days yet away from being able to really fully tap in, but what we're going to do is create a little bit like a time capsule. And what we're going to do is, into this time capsule, I would like you to now imagine that your greatest desires are going into that beautiful, I prefer a bubble, but you work with whatever vessel is appropriate for you, whatever you feel is going to be able to be opened or dissolved easily when the time is right. And place images as if you're doing a vision board almost, but it's real life, it's 3D. Place visions of your passions, of the things you would like to complete, of perhaps a new roof being paid for by the insurance company, of peace and tranquility, of a harmonious relationship perhaps, of plenty of money, cash, wealth and abundance, more than you could possibly imagine. Whatever it is, whatever is in your heart's desires at the moment, whether it is a juicy, sensual, delicious interaction with your lover, your partner, whatever it is, place all of that into your time capsule, into your bubble, into whatever vessel it is that you have asked for that to go into. And with the unconditional love flowing from your heart, down through your arms, through your hands, through your fingertips, wrap up that bubble, the ball, the capsule, the vessel, in that unconditional love that's coming through from Mother Earth. And in your mind, repeat after me. I command that this time capsule be released and opened with my requests, with my desires, with my passions, at the time that will create the most and for my highest and best. The times over this new moon and eclipse energy to be at its highest and fullest. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. And watch as that beautiful unconditional love energy wraps around your capsule. Perhaps it turns it into a lovely big bow. Maybe it has a little timer on it. Whatever it is, I'm now going to ask you to imagine that you can now toss it up to the universe to take care of it for the next few days, and open up that magical energy so that it can be created and contribute to you. So you can manifest and actualize these things into your life with total ease and as if by magic. Having your goddess energy wrapped around it. So these things know where to come. And in your heart, know that these things are already yours. Because if you can visualize it, it's already there. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the universe for taking care of us. Thank you to our bodies for being so amazing and moving us through this world with all of the things that we do to it and all the judgments we heap upon it. We make this commitment tonight to do better, to love our gorgeous, incredible bodies with all the passion and the commitment and the deliciousness and sensualness and honoring of a goddess. Bring that energy through your bodies. Expand that energy out now. Perceive that energy as it contributes to the earth above and the ground below. Perceive your potency and the fire in your belly. We are still in fire season at the moment, as far as the energies goes. We're in fire element. So let's use that. Make the most of it. Giving you the strength that you require in those moments of darkness, those moments of self-doubt and anxiety. Bring that fire energy up to support and nourish and nurture you. Beautiful, 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 wonderful. And now imagine Mother Earth energy, that gorgeous nurturing energy of Mother Earth is swirling around you, gently and lovingly pulling any energies away from you, like a beautiful breeze, just allowing those energies to move off of your body. As it comes up, that lovely unconditional love from Mother Earth, which is universal unconditional love. Bring that all the way up and around as it swells around your body. All the way up through to the crown. And now perceive Father Sky, the warmth of Father Sky and the gratitude swirling all the way down. Almost like it's going the opposite way, so the two can be felt in unison. Unconditional love and gratitude as it wraps all around you, over you and through you. Beautiful. Take a big deep breath in now. And out. Mother Earth and your unconditional love all the way up through the center of your body. And as you breathe out, bring Father Sky energy all the way down with the gratitude for everything and everyone. Once more with Mother Earth energy all the way up. And finally, Father Sky energy and the gratitude for everything and everyone all the way down. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. When you're ready, open your eyes, please. Or feel free to just drop off to sleep. You're quite welcome to do that too. All right, beautiful ones. Thank you so much for that lovely, gorgeous meditation. I'm so, so grateful for all of you and your contributions. My deepest wish is for you all to receive your wishes and your desires from your time capsules and get out there, have some fun, create magic wherever you go, even if it is with just a little smile. Keep saying I love you. Keep saying thank you. Those words are just so, so magic and create so much ease for you and for other people. That's right, Julie. So what I usually say around this time is get out there. Do something tasty for yourself, especially over this weekend when the energies, those final little crunchy energies from the last few weeks will be winding up. Get out there, do something tasty for you. I don't really mind what it is, but just do something fun, okay? And until I see you next week, be bold, be brave, be you, my beautiful, beautiful friends. Thank you again for everybody who has contributed to Find You Fridays this week. I'm so, so grateful for you. My business is grateful for you. And how does it get any better than this? Until next week, bye-bye.